of his opponent's feral spirits.
And he draws the elocution.
Okay, yeah. There is a strange tradition here. Whenever I speculate about the card is drawn in the next, or 1 or 2 turns. So Koopa Troopa is going to play Loatheb, which is not going to have a large effect.
The rock batter weapon now.
I think
it will be like a waste of not playing the mana the last turn.
Yeah, because
we have drawn 2 cards right now.
Yeah, and because this could be a Loatheb turn, your opponent would be hard pressed A to deal with Loatheb, B deal with the Mana Tide Totem that basically gives you a Warlock, quote unquote, a Warlock hero power. So we see Dr. Boom from Kalispera and Koopa Troopa drawing an antique healbot that he doesn't really need right now. So
that's a weird turn now. I think he's gonna roll the bombs first.
Okay, so Loatheb is gonna go ahead and maybe he needs to roll the. No, you cannot really play Alakir on that board.
It's a tough spot now. But like if you play a dead turn, you're most probably doomed because your opponent has so many cards, he would just build up the board.
I mean, he can go maybe roll a totem. He has a 33% chance to roll a taunt totem, and then attack.
Just play the Mana Tide? Yeah,
just go face and play a Mana Tide, and then maybe try to freeze for another Rock Biter or maybe your last Crackle. Or a Flame Tongue Totem. Flame Tongue Totem would actually do almost the same job with Alakir. Like, what is your plan going forward? Your opponent has more cards and you're not really in a position to,
You have to take the risk, and that's what he's doing, he's doing face. I think I prefer this play because I think it would be really slow to try to draw cards with the Mana Tide Totem since you're so far behind.
So you are actually...
I like this play. It's not all in play, probably like Ursak was, I think...
Ursak was actually huge right now.
Yeah, Ursak can into Hex, I think.
Yeah, basically what Koopa Troopa...
I think, he can simply Hex also.
Yeah, see, he can Hex and then he can Hex, use the bomb to take out the frog, yeah. So right now he's gonna roll...
And that's what he does.
Okay, he's gonna Hex his opponent's Alakir, and the thing is I would be up for this line of play if he had kept the Crackle in his hand, because he could actually go for a turn where he plays maybe a potential Azure Drake into a spell damage totem, then rolls a Crackle.
Just, gamble with Crackle.
Yeah, but actually
it will be 50%.
Yeah, so 50% chance to win a game is actually pretty fair.
But if you had kept the Crackle, then you probably would have cleared something before. So
yeah, okay. I mean, it's really difficult for Salmon to.
So he hexed.
Oh, okay, he hexed Loatheb, so yeah, I guess.
Just to take less damage on the boom.
Dr. Boom, yeah.
But he won't have removed the taunt. I guess it doesn't matter so much. So.
Yeah, we saw Kalispera in the previous game.
A Flame Totem would be. He wants to play around Flame Totem now. And
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Kalispera is actually a summon player who. No, he's playing around the potential Lightning Storm, not killing his Dr.
Crackle or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if the search too much, but
it's like Kalispera on the previous game. He played, he won a summon mirror in order to advance to the finals, and he was all about clearing the board and not letting his opponent, have these huge turns where the momentum shifts in favor of the summon player who, rolls better at the Lightning Storm. And I'm sure that
Doomhammer is a really good draw. You see from
Kalispera has a Hearthstone Jones in his deck.
Yep, he ran it before.
He hasn't drawn it, though. He hasn't drawn it. He did draw Hearthstone Jones in his previous matchup. Rolls a very crucial healing totem, and let's see if Koopa Troopa can find anything that can. No.
That's not lethal.
I actually think it's lethal because next time you can also know even
anything.
Yeah. And how much damage you're. There's no way for Kalispera to win
17 right now. He needs some.
So the thing is that Kalispera needs to top deck Feral Spirits.
Yep.
And no, that's not even gonna be enough.
Hearthstone Jones, I think, is fine as well.
Yeah, Hearthstone Jones is fine. Yeah, or Healbot. He can top deck Healbot. So,
a Fire Elemental.
Okay, he just needs a Healbot.
So just Healbot, and he won't roll this.
Okay, she's gonna roll a totem, and if it's not. Yeah, so he's gonna roll a totem first, and if it's not a Stoneclaw totem, then he's it's actually it does not matter.
Yeah. Like Fire Elemental is lethal.
Okay, so Koopa Troopa is gonna even the score 1-1, and well played by Kalispera,
like it seemed like he was really far behind, but the Manatite Totem gave him crucial draws.
Like the play that you agreed with, like the Alakir going face, actually makes a lot of sense if you have an extra Doomhammer lying in your deck. Yeah.
But it was like when you're far behind, you have to base on some good top deck.
And I was really, I mean, keeping the Rockbiter weapon and use a Crackle instead actually makes a lot of sense if you have two guys that you can, take advantage of. Like you have Rockbiter, you have the Doomhammer and the Alakir, potentially a second Doomhammer, although I'm not really sure that you.
Yeah, but the thing is that turn he could have liked simply Rockbiter and Manatite.
Yeah,
that would be like really strong, I think.
Yeah, I guess I agree with
and he couldn't
drawing
deal
cards.
with it.
Yeah, I agree with drawing cards more. Yeah. Okay, so
Crackle is still burst.
Crackle is like a glorified fireball. If you think about it, it's fireball that it's a potential fireball that costs 2, and in the worst case scenario, it's a frostball, so a dark bomb. Sorry.
So Koopa Troopa will win this game, and
he's gonna play a warrior against salmon. So
he still avoids his handlock for obvious reasons. He doesn't want to run into the salmon, so he picks the warrior, which still has a bad matchup against salmon.
I mean, yeah, and it's actually we had Baker on camera the previous week, and he was like, "Okay, my salmon has such a high win ratio against
Nidarian, you mean?"
Yeah.
He was pretty unlucky because it's a really favorable matchup.
Yeah,
you want to run into warrior.
It's like he had the worst possible hands, and I was talking to him on on the Hearthstone chat, and he was like, I didn't expect to lose this way because my deck had such a good matchup. So that doesn't seem to be the case for Kalispera. I mean, all of Elysium Gaming, all of the Hearthstone team, they have. Really favor salmon way too much. Like we see Lufon Park building numerous salmon decks and distributing them to their players. So,
and I think Hawkeye is also playing his salmons as well.
Yeah. They're playing. Of course, if I had a guy who was testing, salmon a lot. I mean, if I'm gonna go to a tournament, I'm sure I'm gonna play Facehander because Kerst has been working on it for so many seasons. Although I heard he doesn't use Facehander now.
This season he doesn't like it.
He used Druid. Yeah.
Shout out for Kerst, he's my main training partner.
Okay, we've said it before. Huge thanks to all the guys at Razor Gaming who helped Buddy, train for the VIA game gap. And yeah, that's a story for another time though. So let's jump back into this game. Do you think that the
Coin First Pillage actually is really strong, but it's actually you have a dead turn next. You have 1 mana.
Yeah.
You can't even roll a totem. You can just Rockbiter for you. And we see Koopa Troopa has a decent hand, and Bargainer is really important in this matchup because it gets rid of all the totems that your opponent
can use to gain advantage with the flame totem turn. So, do you really favor using your armor here and keeping the Acolyte of Pain for a later turn, potentially with Death's Bite, or do you like playing the Acolyte?
I don't like playing the Acolyte because versus Shaman, it's most likely doomed to draw 1 card.
Okay. So it's either going to be, dead to a bigger minion like the Pilot Shredder that we see here,
or a Rockbiter weapon.
Okay, and that sets you up for a potential turn where you can, do what Koopa Troopa does and shitstorm your opponent's Pilot Shredder, who is going to give one of the few minions that actually Armorsmith can take care of. I mean, the average stats are like 2-2, I guess.
25.
Yeah. So in Azure Drake for Kalispera, who's gonna find the heal bot and pass the turn. Now the play available, and Koopa Troopa is gonna start playing his Shield Maidens. And tell us a few things about where's the turning point in this match? Where do we see someone has taken over the board and he's winning? How can Warrior come back from this?
Okay, the first thing we think about is Brawl.
Okay.
But you don't really want to waste Brawl in a board full of totems with just a few damage. But the thing you can't do much about it. That's the problem with Warrior. A flooded board is really hard to deal with Warrior because he doesn't have many removals.
Many removals. Yeah. Okay.
So I think that gradually he's gonna run out of cards, and when they reach top deck mode, the Shaman will keep spamming totems and totems and totems.
Okay, and eventually those totems are gonna gain value.
Yeah. But still, the Shaman has drawn many cards right now. He has
Okay, how important is for the the salmon to play around the potential big brawl Is Koopa Troopa just gonna spam the board each turn with a big guy and just ignore ball because it's 1 out of 20 something cards, or is he just gonna be cautious about it? Maybe roll a totem every turn.
I think you don't need to overextend because like it's so easy to refill the board. You just spam some totems and some like decent bodies like the
okay, you kind of
apply pressure steadily. The warrior can't do much about it.
Okay, so now Koopa Troopa has the choice of whether he wants to trade his Shield Maiden for the Azure Drake or go face it.
He will go for max value, like this was like the greedy trade.
Okay.
Because he wants to gain full value out of his
do you actually consider Lightning Storming here to take care of Dr. Boom? Like, let me see his hand if I'm not mistaken.
I think he has no other way to deal right now with the...
He can Flame Dog Totem his Fire Elemental, then attack into crash into
but then you want to deal with the Shield Maiden, like, you don't want to give him value from that trade from before. I think...
what about your own Dr. Boom? Like, what about playing your own Dr. Boom right now?
I don't think he's going to play with him. He's going for the flame. He just wanted to roll like spell damage, I think.
Okay, so
because like Dr. Boom, you create a tension on board. You just don't want this in this matchup. You can go steadily. You have the advantage. Why?
So you're gonna take small steps. Maybe create a awkward situation for your opponent. Don't let him have the upper hand. Like maybe make some favorable trades for your opponent to make some bad ones.
So he's considered trading like first in case like
both the bombs hit the Fire Elemental. Okay, so. Lightning Storm is going to take care of the board, and the question is, will his totem remain on the board after this is said and done? And the question is no. So on an empty board, we are probably
Shield Maiden.
Yeah, we're probably going to see Shield Maiden and the Hero Power. And does Armor play any important role in this matchup? Like, can Warrior take a few turns off in order to find the correct cards? You need maybe a potential Acolyte of Pain into maybe draw something like set up a turn where you draw something like 3 cards with Acolyte of Pain. Maybe take some extra damage in the process because you have like right now he has 41 total health. So
I think that if the Warrior gets in that tough spot with full board and many totems around, his armor is not going to save him. Like, it's not many things he can draw to get out of this.
So Fire
and it's also like a Neptulon. It's such
Neptulon is such a blowout. It's like the combo breaker in the control mirror mat. And I don't really see how Kalispera can lose this one. I mean, he has Dr. Boom, he has Neptulon if he runs out of resources, and the Murlocs tend to be good if they're free, so...
He wants to find actually a good turn for Acolyte and Whirlwind, so as to gain a card and like get some value out of it, but now it's not like the spot, because the Whirlwind won't give any value.
So he will be basically cycling the Whirlwind.
He's going for it? Like, he's only play.
It's like he can Whirlwind then execute the Elemental, so that would be a waste of an execute, but then again you do not have that many good cards.
5/1 body.
Okay, let's say he's gonna Whirlwind, let's see what the Acolyte gives him. Finds another Acolyte of Pain, okay, so...
But the thing is, like, Shaman has many ways to deal with this 5/1, I think.
Yeah, yes. Okay, he's gonna use Execute and Fire Elemental, and he's gonna go face. Not really against this type of play, just because you force the Shaman to actually waste. For example, let's say he wastes an Earthshock and then you play Sylvanas. On a pretty much empty board, you may be able to gain, some advantage.
Some advantage.
Yeah.
And you need to press. So we see he's not...
yeah, if he plays a Dr. Boom and does not deal with the Shield Maiden, then...
I think he has an Earthshock in hand, like the second card in Earthshock, right?
Yeah, it's an Earthshock, yeah.
And that probably is...
Okay, probably I would...
It's like a tough call.
I would probably, yeah...
He will face and get... what? Oh, he's going for the Acolyte. He's going to live like the final. Oh, he's going to get both.
He's going to get both, and...
That's
this is what I was talking about before, like Kalispera wants to absolutely have...
Clear the board.
Or when he's playing Salmon, he is never the player that, will forfeit a good trade in order to go face, and I don't know, I kind of agree with him, like, right now he's behind on life, but that doesn't really matter, because his Dr. Boom it's gonna, you know, stay on the board for a long time. So
still, you don't mind like giving the air shock since you have like Hex, which are like cheap
of
removals.
Okay, I like the Acolyte here. And do you actually consider?
Flame Tongue is strong. Yeah, he will get one card out of it.
It's gonna Flame Tongue, and it would be really insane if, you know, the bomb killed 2 guys. Let's see if that happens. No. Okay.
So he probably
has 8 mana, and
he's got an Azure Drake. Probably like Azure Drake Totem, a roll Totem and play the Azure Drake, or
your opponent hasn't used the Death Bite, right? So maybe you wanna play the Pilot Shredder first, because it has you know, a
Death Rattle.
Yeah. It's an extra layer of protection.
So you like make more value of your mana, I guess. I don't like Nectar on this turn. It gives no. You still have a lot of cards. You don't need to fill your hand.
And you're gonna be overloading on your next turn. He's
going for the Azure Drake.
Okay, he's gonna find a Power Maze, so that's. I would really consider, you know, attacking once with the Power Maze.
I don't know if he's running Fair Spirits because like.
Okay, it's the version. He's playing Harvest Golems for sure.
It's a different version.
Okay, so he's gonna equip the Power Maze, go face. That way he will be able to use Power Maze in order to buff one of his minions. But his opponent finds a Death Bite, and okay, let's see right now. He's gonna use Death Bite, and if he attacks face, then Death Bite deals a total of 8 damage in the duration of 2 turns, plus 10 damage from the Hellscream. That's 18 damage.
Going for the Flame Tongue Totem.
He's 3 off right now. Yeah. Now, if he
goes for the mana, do you prefer like the Flame Tongue Totem rather than the Azure Drake here?
I'm not really sure you want to kill the Flame Tongue Totem. Maybe you're afraid of Nalakir, the Windlord from your opponent.
Oh, yeah, like have. I'd prefer actually like probably killing the Azure Drake.
Killing the Azure Drake, and maybe if you're so afraid of, you know, potential.
You have a lot of life for
yeah. I would actually like to see. Not really sure.
Like if you had killed. If you had killed the Drake, then the Belcher would contest the Flame Tongue really nicely now.
Yeah, and it's not only that, the Death Rattle on Death Bite was going to make it so that next turn the totem was going to be at 2 health, so Baron Geddon could actually finish off the totem. Like, if your opponent played a big board like Spiders into something else, you could actually...
Shredder.
Yeah,
you could kill the Shredder and play the Baron Geddon, and it would be really strong.
Yeah, and Baron Geddon would actually kill your opponent's entire board and would demand an answer. So yeah, he's... Kallispera is going to use Hex, and of course Hex creates a lot of tempo right now because that will allow someone to pressure the warrior, and I don't think he wants to play the healbot just yet, so he's going to buff the, you know, harder to deal with minions. And did he attack with the Drake? Oh, I'm pretty sure. Did he attack with the Drake?
Let's see. Well, the life was.
Life was the same actually.
No, he did. I think he forgot attacking the Drake actually. Yeah.
I get. That's why he.
He had a taunt. I think with the weapon he cleared the taunt.
Yeah, he forgot to attack with the Drake. Okay, it's getting really late.
Yeah, we're here for like more than 12 hours.
Yeah, actually, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna execute. Opponent's gonna get, you know, the average minion, and Baron Geddon is gonna clear the board, and I'm not really sure if I would like to see a Fury Warx. However, Kupatroopa by this time knows that his opponent is playing Harrison Jones, so maybe he doesn't want to give him.
At this point, we see like Warrior like has turned a bit the tables. Like we don't see a clear answer to this Baron Geddon from.
I mean, he cannot actually play Sylvanas because a potential. This is really nice. A potential Cruel Taskmaster into Hellscream actually kills him. Yeah. So yeah, very neat plays by Kupatroopa right now. I mean, he managed to, you know, navigate the game in a way that, you know, he actually had the chance.
Any activation of Grom is lethal because you have the extra 2 damage of the Geddon as well.
Okay, yeah, so of course. So if he gets
even a Whirlwind, I don't even know if he runs 2 of them. So.
He can like shield slam his own Baron, his own Hellscream, like he can take it. It's 9 health. Okay, but his opponent, however, rolls Stoneclaw Totem. So
he's important.
Okay, he's gonna play Neptulon, and he has 2. Okay, he has a Blue Gill Warrior, 2 Spirit Callers, so he's gonna be able to draw 2 cards if a Murloc dies.
Yeah, but the thing is that.
Baron
Ragnaros, the Fire Lord was drawn, and
Okay,
we'll probably see him play right now, and this will be probably what will.
It's like every game, every player that has ever played a Face Hunter, it's a new player. It's like, okay, control matchups are more skillful. No, control matchups come down to Ragnar Sciency most of the time, and that's actually something that Hearst used to say, and I totally believe that to be true. Like Ragnar's decided the game right now. Like.
I think actually both targets were fine for Ragnar's now.
Yeah, but no.
Even like leaving him with 2 health is fine, and even killing the.
Yeah, actually, I'm more of a fan of killing the Neptulon because that way Baron Geddon could not die for free or.
You still have you still have lethal with your actor now, even if you kill.
Yeah, he's gonna heal bot.
He has to play a heal bot.
Okay, he plays a heal bot, then actually
trades. He was also overloaded, so it's really hard.
Yeah, Neptulon has an overload for 3. Yeah, that's actually really important. Let's see. Don't think he can really do anything else right now, right? He can roll a totem, and okay, maybe he can. Okay, what he can do is trade with Baron Geddon, play the minion, whatever minion, in order to give himself better chances for Ragnar's to miss. And he plays an Iron Juggernaut.
Interesting.
I was talking about. I was thinking about the Iron Juggernaut with Kyutakos when it appeared, or it first appeared on stream, and it's really good against classes that, you know, draw way too many cards.
You can go for a 50-50 lethal actually. That's what he's doing. Like
you should take that.
He's gonna run the Ground 3 and go fight with a weapon, or like the weapon on the 3/3 and fight with the Ground. He wants to arrange the Ground.
Okay. This is not really bad play. Let's see if the Fire Lord is on his side. It's not a golden Fire Lord. But nevertheless, he hits the target.
I don't know if it was probably like.
He should have gone
with his face clear the minion, so that he had like a 4/9.
Yeah, actually,
not enraged.
Yeah, you want the Gurmas to be full health because it's actually way too difficult to deal with it if you don't have a hex. So yeah, okay. How the Koopa is gonna win this game? And if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna.
This is 2-2.
I guess it's 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. Okay, it's 2-1 in favor of Koopa.
So this is a match point for
this is a match point for Koopa. Mind you that if Kalispera manages to win this game, then there is going to be a repeat.
7-5.
Yeah, because Kalispera is coming from the loser bracket. So we're going to have the match that you actually described as a pretty bad matchup. It's going to be Handlock versus Salmon. And we see Salmon having one of his crucial answers, a Hex, in his opening hand.
Probably Airsock is even more crucial. Like Airsock on Twilight Break is like insta win.
Yeah, so and it's like actually the fact that Handlock doesn't have any of his elite minions. Like he doesn't have an AoE clear. He doesn't have an Ancient Watcher. Basically makes it so that the first thing that he's gonna play is either a Mountain Giant or a Twilight Drake on turn 4, and that hurts actually. Yes. Because his opponent is going to be able to fill up the board, and yeah, even Feral Spirits. The funny thing is that even a Feral Spirit with a Flame Dog Totem can actually, threaten to kill a giant. However, having 2 giants, it's not bad. I mean, you're going to Dark Bomb just to waste a card. You don't want to draw a card because you do not have.
You have to play something this turn.
You don't want to draw a card because you don't have a guarantee to drop, and. Yeah,
he doesn't want a Flame Tongue. He's playing around Hellfire, obviously.
Yeah, of course. And here we see how important Flame Tongue is in this match, because a Warlock was not able to get any baddie on the board. Then Kalispera is going to be able to use the Flame Tongue totem if he so desires in order to trade. Of course.
I agree with the choice of the Mountain Giant. Like Twilight Drake running into Earthshock is much worse news for you. More devastating. Like. A Hex is always a Hex, is always something.
Okay, so right now Kalispera is gonna push 2 diamonds into Koopa face. Koopa is gonna take a turn and most likely draw a card and
play the second giant.
Yeah, I'm not really sure he wants to. Maybe he wants to Mortal Coil. Like, does it
Mortal Coil into giant, or like.
He can Mortal Coil, because if he uses Mortal Coil, then he forces his opponent to, clears his whole board and then destroys the spider, so that maybe a follow-up Hellfire can clear his opponent's board. Yeah.
He has not drawn into any of his.
Okay, so Kalispera finds another Hex, and just in time to clear his opponent's giants. Koopa cannot be feeling confident about that. So he also had the totem, and okay, right now this is where things go. Okay, things will not go well.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that if you top the Hellfire, you're actually in the game. So.
Okay, Coin Boom is actually really strong.
Okay, yeah, and
you're pretty high in health at this point. You're
not
like a Flame Tongue is in hand. He has a Rock Biter.
He has an Alakir and a Rock Biter in his hand, and he can actually ignore Dr. Boom for the most part. Like
play his own or.
Maybe play a Flame Totem and a Pilot Strider. Oh no, he's not going to ignore. Okay, he's gonna go for the trade. He's gonna give 2 Spider tokens, and let's see if he wants to detonate the bombs now.
I think he did it with one of them. Like you have.
Okay, that's that's even better. I guess hitting everything.
And the Flame Dunk was the same.
Yeah, the Flame Dunk. 1 damage to the Flame Dunk would be the same. Yeah. Okay, so. You could play Azure Drake or you could play Pilot Strider. I kind of like playing Strider more because it gives you an extra layer of protection against Hellfire.
Yeah, but your opponent, like, okay, he just stopped
the Hellfire. Yeah, the thing with
you probably know that it doesn't happen at this point.
Yeah, and the thing with Warlock is that drawing 2 cards a turn actually rapidly increases the chances of drawing the card that you need. And Kalispera right now,
he was unlucky with the bomb.
Yeah, Koopa Troopa was unlucky with the bomb. Yeah, Kalispera was really lucky with the bomb, and he's gonna life tap and find the. Oh, you actually play that, right? Yeah. Okay, he's gonna pass the turn, and Kalispera is gonna find the Sylvanas, and right now,
probably he can play his own boom right now.
Yeah.
Seems like a strong player.
I don't see a reason to play Sylvanas on an empty board. So yeah, Dr. Boom it is.
He's gonna trade. No need to go face when handlock is on 15. I think.
Yeah, he doesn't have. If he had like.
You have a Lucky in your hand, so you can burst.
Yeah, if he had an Elfstroke in his hand, he could like risk maybe 1 Molten Giant, but no, okay, no, maybe not. Okay, he's gonna go for Dr. Boom and pass the turn. Back to Koopa Troopa, who's gonna find an Ancient Water, and that's
you need to taunt this turn.
Yeah, Ancient Water is kind of late to the party. Actually, way too late to the party. So you have to play Dr. Boom. I'm sorry, Big Game Hunter on your turn. The question is, what are you gonna play it with? And he chooses to play it alongside Slot Belcher.
I think that's logical. Otherwise, he could probably lose with some bad RNG of...
the bomb RNG, yeah.
Yeah, Alakiri Rock Bar plus bombs would be lethal, I guess.
Okay, so... If you Kalispera right now, do you think it's, it's high time that you play your Sylvanas, or do you just, maybe decide to go all the way and play Alakir plus
Sylvanas Harvest, I think, is a nice play. He has Harvest, like, last turn. Probably
okay,
he wants to check the RNG
that's a
first.
Harvest bomb. Yeah, the cards are upside down on our side, so yeah. Let's see if the Bombardee is clearly on his side. That's his, he's taken down the Big Game Hunter for free.
Or he could also Shredder, Harvest Totem.
Yeah, I kind of like that that bit more. Yeah,
because Sylvanas still has no value at this point. So much.
You actually want to play Sylvanas in the board where your opponent has Molten Giants and you are at a high life total, and you hope that they don't have an Iron Beak Owl. That's like the only board where you want to play Sylvanas against.
And that's what he chose.
Okay, yeah, I totally like this play. So Koopa Troopa is gonna take a draw for his turn. He finds Defender of Arctus and doesn't find a Molten Giant, and that's actually not good for him right now.
Yeah, if he had like a Molten Giant taunted up now, he would be in a decent spot actually. Like
yeah, he could like
Argus would be.
He could like nice. Go Twilight Drake. He could like go Twilight Drake into Molten Giant, maybe trade the spell damage totem that pass the turn because your opponent already used an Elfstroke, so you're not.
Yeah, but then you probably die from Alakir because he can trade on the Belcher with.
And then Alakir. Alakir actually.
It's one off. It's one off. Yeah. But still, I think you don't want to risk it. You want some taunts, yeah.
I'm always the kind of guy that goes for the greedier plays, like, okay, let's get maximum value win the next turn, and it usually doesn't pan off this way, but yeah. So Kalispera has a Flame Talk totem.
So an Ursa would be lethal this turn?
Yeah, but
he didn't do it?
Yeah, and that's actually would be lethal. Yeah. Let's see right now. He has 12 life. Kalispera has actually a really nice trade with that flamethrower totem. So.
Yeah, but I think Sylvanas is also like really decent here because like the Ancient Watcher can't attack, so you're not really like
forced
desperate to kill it right now.
Okay, so Kalispera is
gonna go for it.
The thing is, look, if he develops Sylvanas that turn, then your opponent can like trade his whole board and Shadow Flame the Ancient Watcher. So you have to be aware that your opponent.
You have a lethal with. You have a lucky rock barrier, so you just want to remove the taunts with some Sylvanas plays, or he still threatens lethal. But now,
okay, let's see. He gets a Murloc out of the deal, and that's
Shadow Flame Killbot, I think.
Yeah, Shadow Flame
Killbot now.
Yeah, he's gonna play Sylvanas, and if he play, that's actually the.
If you wanted to play this way, I don't know if it was better to trade everything. You can just play Sylvanas and don't trade everything.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one.
Oh,
and this is actually really huge for Koopa Troopa, who finds a Molten Giant, and right now what he can do, he cannot actually play all of his cards, which is, okay, let's see. He needs to play Healbot basically in order to have any sort of chance of winning this game, because he can die.
Some taunts as well, I think, like the Molten coming down with some.
But you need to deal with Sylvanas first. Like, you cannot taunt the Molten Giant because Sylvanas will have a chance
to steal it and win instantly.
Yeah. So let's see how Koopa Troopa wants to play out.
He can clear all the board right now with like.
Yeah, he can go trade.
Trade everything and just play like Argus Shadow Flame. Trade everything on the Sylvanas and play Argus Shadow
Flame on that one, then he's
he's dead to
Alakir combo, basically, or Doomhammer double or greater weapon, or Doomhammer and Crackle. No, he cannot die to Crackle, he would be one of. Yeah, I guess you die to some things.
He dies to what Kalispera has in hand, actually.
Yeah, okay, so let's see how Koopa Troopa wishes to play his turn. So trades everything into Sylvanas, Shadow Flames. Okay, plays Molten Giant, passes the turn, and
so this will be game.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 2-2, and we're gonna head.
If you want to do, okay. The same play, just with the Trial Drake instead of.
Yeah, maybe he valued the Defender of Argus, a bit more. So Alakir is gonna finish the game for Kalispera, who's gonna even the score 2-2. And we're gonna have a game 5 in this finals. So, what do you think of?
What are the last decks of the players?
So Koopa Troopa has his Warlock, which is his last deck, and
I think
Kalispera has a Rogue, if I'm not mistaken.
He won with the Rogue first game.
He won with the Rogue the first game. Then, what's his last deck? Is it actually a Druid? I believe it's
Shaman, Rogue, and
I cannot really remember his last deck.
What's the last deck of
Kalispera? What's his last deck?
Warlock.
Oh, he's playing a Warlock, he's playing a Demon Lock.
He's playing a Demon Lock.
So actually Koopa Troopa is favored to win this one, I guess.
Yeah, we saw this match before with Deathlord casting, and like the Handlock got like a really easy win out of it.
Yeah, Handlock is like the, Demon Lock is like the zoo with a bigger curve, and Handlock is just, full grid mode. You got.
He can't deal with all the big threats of Handlock.
Yeah, of course, and
it doesn't have enough pressure, so.
Okay, so I mean, Implosion doesn't do anything. You cannot really gain.
And even like avoid coloring to Jaraxxus, like this 3/15 body in other matchups would be like really crucial. Yeah, trading everything, but like versus Handlock, there is nothing to trade with 3 attack.
It's like the best thing that I've seen from Void Color. Someone with Jaraxxus actually taunting the Jaraxxus in the next turn, because Jaraxxus is actually a minion that can trade for like 3 bodies and still be alive. So.
But that goes for everything except for Handlock.
Yeah, because Handlock has this 8 boys. And okay, so right now we're gonna have Koopa Troopa, who has a fine hand. I mean, you need Hellfire against Zoolock. Like, you need to clear.
It's not a Zoolock. It's not so.
Zoolock. I'm sorry, Demon Lock. Yeah.
You don't desperately need Hellfire. I think you just need. Twilight Drake is fine. 24. You trade with everything that like the Demon Lock will have probably.
It's like it depends. It actually depends on how much of a zoo you have in your Demon Lock deck.
Yeah, like the low curve of your Demon Lock. If I was like in Kalispera's place, I'd like to play this a bit aggressive because if you
fall behind, then you can.
If you get this game to the drawing sequences, you're probably you're drawing less powerful cards than your opponent.
Of course, yeah.
You just have to have control of the board and then rust them down slowly.
Okay, and now
and have some Doomguard plays in the end.
Okay, and now Kuvitupa is gonna find one of his power plays that's gonna be a turn 4 giant, and as you said before, Kalispera really does have nothing that can kill this Mountain Giant. Like he can go. He actually needs to go power overwhelming, double abusive sergeant, or
he's going for the Twilight Drake actually, because I think he suspects both all Demon Locks mostly run double big game hunter because they also have the abusive sergeant.
Oh yeah, so
and they can combine it.
Yeah, and it's the same with Cruel Touch Master and Warrior. You can easily run double big game hunter.
So big game hunter is really handy. So the Twilight Drake is more versatile.
Okay, I still think that he has a nice trade. Now, the interesting part is that if you waste both, that's why I said before that you need the the Hellfire, because right now, if he chooses to play like an Implosion into an Abusive Sergeant and try to take down the Drake, yeah, you take back the board with a potential Hellfire. At least from my experience playing the deck, that never played Demon Lock that much.
I haven't played Demon Lock much. I personally don't really like it, but it's...
I mean, it's in
Torrenta does well with it.
Yeah, I know.
He must know something.
It's like whenever a player, champions a deck, quote unquote, you really have to respect that deck, but at the same time, you do not have to like that.
Of course.
Okay, so he's gonna go for double abusive sergeant and Darkbone plus Mortal Coil.
He wasted 5 cards for just one Twilight Drake.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same as playing a normal zoo deck. You need to waste so many resources into killing just one guy. And now we're gonna have
double Mortal
Coil into a giant, I believe. No, you cannot play a giant, right? Or can you? No, you cannot. You can Mortal Coil and play.
You can tap giant if you want, but
yeah, but it would be the same like Mortal Coil. You take 2 damage out of the board. Yeah. Okay, that's actually really nice. You have a Zombie Toe as a follow-up, and in those kind of matchups, you can actually play Zombie Toe and set the flame the Zombie Toe more.
Because everything has
everything dies. Yeah. So we see Kalispera's hand, he's gonna try his luck and see what he gets out of the Implosion. He gets a 2, and he's gonna use a Power Overwhelming to take down the giant, and yeah, Kuvitupa is not gonna be faced by just that. He's gonna Mortal Coil, draw a card and play a giant.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you deal with that again?
You wasted half your deck in dealing with my threats. I have more of them.
And it's like the fact that you are forcing your opponent to waste his burst potential. He wasted the Darkbone, he wasted the Power Overwhelming. That actually means
that's what you need to get ahead, not to trade.
Okay, so he's going to draw a card, play his Mountain Giant, his second Mountain Giant, and pass the turn back to Kalispera, who is going to find Mistress of Pain, and not really useful.
Strong, yeah. As much as I see this matchup, I believe that it's even more one-sided. The more games I see with this matchup, I think it's more one-sided.
Yeah, Demon Lock is built to combat all the mid-range decks that Handlock doesn't have the time to respond
Hunters,
to. Yeah,
it has a lot of heal.
Has a lot of heal, a lot of early minions, a lot of things that can contest the Hunter board. So yeah, but apparently not good against the greedy Handlock player.
I think it was played a lot since Handlock was down lately, but now Life Coach kind of revived the decision and winning 2 tournaments in a row.
Yeah,
he's actually in a streak right now.
Yeah, he's actually number 1 in the world right now.
Yeah, he's number 1 in the world.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we have Kuvitupa on his 7th turn, and his opponent has played a couple of minions on the board. So right now, if you're Kuvitupa, do you think that you can go for potential? Let's see, you do not Hellfire here for sure. You just play Twilight Drake. I would like to see Twilight Drake, then an Ancient. Maybe
some taunting is fine, I think.
Yeah, I guess you taunt both of them.
You don't want to waste this 8 damage can go to face. In my opinion, you don't want to risk anything going out of.
Okay, I'm not really sure if
he's starting just the Twilight Drake and trading
the Mistress of Pain. Okay, so some respect from the Mistress of Pain.
I would probably go for face, like Demolog is not running turns.
Yeah, this is actually.
Too much.
I was watching Deathlord playing against Impact for the Pinnacle qualifiers, and Impact was actually playing a Demolog version running Molten Giants, and I thought this was an excellent idea because nobody expects you to running Molten Giants. They just actually go face a lot. And
he chose the safe path. Like I think that the 410 taunted Twilight Drake was already enough defense.
Yeah. I'm not really sure if Koopa Troopa is afraid of a potential Black Knight, but at this late stage of the tournament, I don't think that Kalispera runs Black Knight.
And if he runs Black Knight,
then it's actually
he would have
better.
No one, and it will be played on Twilight Drake.
Yeah, of course. So right now we are waiting for Kalispera to make a choice. It's not going to be an easy one since his opponent board is anything but weak.
Justify the big game hunter. I think it's
not. The chances are not with you. Like you have 70 something cards and you forfeit the chance to play Doctor Boom. Of course.
But it's highly unlikely that your opponent has no answer, like no Siphon Soul or Big Game Hunter in his hand. He has drawn more than half his deck right now. And so things are pretty hard for.
So right now, I guess you can go for. Okay, since your opponent already used the power of overwhelming, you can hit face with everything. You do not have to trade, and since you have a big game hunter, there's no there's no way for your opponent to have a big Shadow Flame turn. So most likely you can easily assume that your opponent doesn't have the second power of overwhelming, and just go face.
And you've got some taunts even the power overwhelming won't like.
Yeah, you get a Loatheb and you're gonna get rid of the Doctor Boom. So one big guy. Yeah, you get a Belcher. I always confuse Belcher with Loatheb. They like the same themed slime.
I think you should go face now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's
no more
face. Yeah.
You have lethal next turn.
Okay, Koopa Troopa is gonna pass the turn, and yeah, Kalispera is not gonna find an answer to this kind of board. So, say that you roll high with at least finds power overwhelming, yeah. He can get a Doom card on the board, but you cannot actually clear the board. And this is what I like about not taunting the giant. Like your opponent cannot touch the giant ever, and. Okay, I take that back. Maybe your opponent can actually drop a bomb on your giant, and okay, he's gonna use Implosion on. He's gonna use Dark Bomb. Okay, he's gonna use Dark Bomb and maybe try to take down.
I think that's over.
I guess.
Hellfire Dark Bomb.
Yeah, it's 7 damage, and you just need 6 damage on the board, and yeah, some Hero Protector with Doomguard. Maybe that's why he tried to finish off Mr. Pain, like he wanted to set up a potential lethal turn, but I guess that was kind of far.
It was 4 heal for 8 damage.
Yeah.
Max 4 heal with power.
Yeah, that didn't actually make sense. So yeah, Koopa
Troopa is the champion.
Okay, so congratulations to Koopa Troopa. He's not.
He doesn't want to see what gets out of the demon.
Okay, maybe Valgaris is not such a nice deal to get out. So. Okay guys, so we're back. Nick Blasakos and I had the pleasure of casting these final games with...
It was my pleasure.
The newest member of Batty. So a big congratulations to Koopa Troopa. He gets... Okay, let me list all the things that he gets. He gets 130 euros just for playing in a local event. He gets 10 Hearthstone World Championship points, which means it's the equivalent of finishing in the top 15 players.
In ranked play every season?
Yeah, in the world, so... Big kudos to him, and he also gets 25 Brawlers in points, which, if I'm not mistaken, propel him to one of the first places in the tournament. So yeah,
he was already pretty high in points. So
yeah, so he
secures his point in the
we will basically see him in the grand finals. So yeah, right now I want to take the time once again to thank our sponsors, Belnet Pevkaya, for hosting this wonderful event for us. YuYoCardMarket.eu, your biggest card market for buying and selling trading cards. Then InFantasy.gr, really fantastic card gaming shop in Thessaloniki, Greece, that also has an online store. And of course Wisnet Station and Great Gaming Universe, the official sponsors of Razor's Edge Gaming. So right now I want to take the time and actually, on behalf of the whole Razor's Edge Gaming team, I really want to see Fireball lose in the Via Game qualifiers.
Yeah, we have seen Margito play him again.
Yeah.
Game hack.
How are you feeling about DreamHack, actually?
About DreamHack?
About, sorry, Via Game. I'm sorry, Via Game, you know?
I'm really excited about Via Game. I think it's like really one of the best LAN events that take place every year. I'm really happy that I managed to qualify. I will do my best.
Okay.
We'll prepare like this final 2 weeks a lot. The format is really interesting. It's like 9 decks,
okay, so
4 bans.
Oh, really interesting. I mean, they had the same format the previous year, right?
Yeah, it's the house format.
Okay.
We used it once in Greece as well, I think.
Yeah, yes.
In the
Pentakill Invitational. Yeah, okay. So yeah, right now, huge congratulations to Kuba Trupa. Of course, the best of luck to you in the Via Game
Thank
House
you very
Cup.
much.
Also, guys, if you want to participate in more events, if you enjoyed the coverage, make sure to like and subscribe, tweet, and do all the stuff that will help us, give you more. So like us on Facebook, maybe follow this channel. So right now, on behalf of the whole of the Razor's Edge Gaming crew, on behalf of the players here, I wish you a very good night, and we're gonna be back this Friday. We're gonna have the online Brawler scene, and we're going to be following that with the 3rd Thessaloniki LAN Brawler scene. The whole of the team is going to be flying to Thessaloniki, so make sure you stop by and say hello, maybe play in the tournament if you really wish so. So, I'm Nick Bulbasakos. I was your host for today. He was Buddy. He was an excellent co-caster for the day. And we're signing off for Battle.net Pevkadia. We will see you guys in a week. Stay classy.
Have fun.